How to balance the fight against terrorism with civil liberties. It's a daily dilemma for the European Union. Recently, national governments of the EU made a deal with the United States to allow American investigators to access the private banking details of European citizens. The deal was supposed to make it easier for America to keep tracks on suspected terrorist financing. But MEPs were unhappy about being sidelined and complained their concerns hadn't been listened to. So, using its new powers under the Lisbon Treaty, the Parliament forced the Council to think again. MEPs voted by a big majority to scrap this agreement, which was negotiated by the Council just a day before the Lisbon Treaty came into force. This agreement was a 9-month interim deal allowing US access to transfers made under the so-called SWIFT system. Many MEPs claimed it failed to respect fundamental rights of data protection and privacy. Simon Busuttil, a Maltese MEP who's our group's spokesman on this issue, explains why the Council's deal with the US was inadequate.
The controversy lies in the issue of data protection. To what extent is the privacy of the individual going to be exposed by this agreement? Now, we have introduced data protection safeguards in the agreement that exists today, but these are not enough. We acknowledge that, and this is why the current agreement is an interim agreement. And we want to go for a definite agreement which increases these safeguards, because we understand that data protection must go hand in hand with security.
The European Parliament is not fundamentally against an agreement allowing the United States to access information about bank transfers in Europe. The EPP group, as the biggest group in the Parliament, believes it's vital to broker a new deal with the Americans as soon as possible in order to protect citizens on both sides of the Atlantic.
The European People's Party is in favor of the SWIFT agreement because we want to put the security of citizens first, whilst fully acknowledging the civil rights of the individual and working to strengthen data protection rights of individuals. But we cannot afford to be left with a security gap, to be left without an agreement that would not give us information on any possible terrorist attacks in Europe.
So, the fight against global terrorism goes on, and so too does the debate about how far the EU can go to protect its citizens without undermining their fundamental rights. For more information on our group's activities, please visit our website, eppgroup.eu. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.